Good afternoon, everyone. Today's story is called Champagne Jumper. It has suction cup pads on the ends of its long fingers and toes to help it to cling to upright tree branches. But it isn't a tree frog. It sleeps during the day, hunts at night, and can turn its head to look directly behind it with its huge round eyes. But it isn't an owl. And it has a furry 6-inch body and a naked 10-inch tail. But it isn't a rat. What is it? If you deduce from its furry aspect that the animal is a mammal, you're right about that. But unless you're very well acquainted with the wildlife of the East Indies and the Philippines, you're probably still stumped about this creature's identity. The little animal is called a tarsier. The tarsier is a primate, so it's distantly related to monkeys and apes. Nocturnal, it dozes during the day, but it is wide awake at night as it looks for insects, snails, and small lizards that it feeds on. Its keen eyesight gives it the ability not only to catch prey in the dark, but also to stay clear of predators. When it senses the presence of an owl or an enemy behind it, it dilates its pupils and snaps its head around to check out the situation. And if it needs to get away in a hurry, it escapes by jumping away from the danger. And what an amazing jumper it is! The tarsier doesn't just hop from branch to branch. It leaps as much as 6 feet. That's about 12 times its body length, not counting the tail, from one tree to another. Then when it lands on a new tree, it clings to the trunk with the adhesive disc on its bottoms of its hands, feet, fingers, and toes. Now, if the tarsier reaches the ground, it can hop like a frog. But even on the ground, a little primate can cover 5 feet in a single bound. If humans could jump like the tarsier, a 6-foot person could leap more than 70 feet from tree to tree, and more than 60 feet in a standing broad jump. Wow. As a jumper, the tarsier is in a class by itself. The same Creator who gave the tarsier such abilities in escaping danger is the Lord who has also promised to deliver us. As you look at these little creatures, you wonder just what in the world, when you first see them, you have to give just awe at what God has created. A little animal, 6 inches long, basically able to jump as far as it can jump, 12 times its body length. Now just imagine us being able to do that. But you stop and think, God is so good. When He made these animals, He protected them by giving them the eyesight He gave them and the ability to jump. And our verse today comes from Psalms 37, verse 40, and it says, "The Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in Him." Guys, the world is full of wonders. Stop and look at these little animals and stop and think just exactly how wonderful it can be. And remember, everything around us is beautiful in its own way.